A new rule. Yeah, a new rule. Gee, imagine that. Telling beneficiaries what to do even more. Awesome. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Anyway, here's what the rule states. Coming into effect in just a matter of months, a little bit later this year, they're going to be requiring all EBT acceptance stores, or I said that totally wrong, basically stores that accept EBT, they're going to require all of them to stock, as in have in inventory, a minimum of 7 different options across 4 different food groups, including proteins, dairy, grain, and produce, including fruits and vegetables. So every single store out there that currently accepts EBT, which, by the way, there are tens of thousands of stores across the entire country that currently accept EBT transactions, a lot of which being small retailers, as in small corner stores, a small convenience store, whatever it happens to be. There's a lot of those all across the country that accept EBT cards. Well, as of right now, a lot of them probably do not stock the total number of items that are going to be required with this new rule. Anyway, the rule says a minimum of 7 options across all 4 of those categories, being, again, protein, dairy, grains, and fruits and vegetables. Okay, so across those 4 categories, they need to have at least 7 different options per category. Now, here's the problem. Any retailer that does not comply will be losing their ability to accept EBT. Okay, let me just say that in a more simple way. All of these little corner stores, the little convenience stores, all of these little shops that maybe carry a few items as of right now, do you really think that they're going to reconfigure their store and spend tens of thousands of dollars investing in coolers and refrigeration and all of these different pieces of material that they need, equipment that they need in order to have a minimum of 7 different food options to be compliant with this new rule from EBT? Highly doubt it. Highly, highly doubt it. In fact, I was reading a report just the other day. Apparently 3,000 stores across the country are likely going to be losing their ability to accept EBT because of this one rule change. 3,000 stores gone just like that because they're not going to comply because they just don't have the space, they don't have the money to expand, they don't have the infrastructure, whatever it happens to be, they don't have the ability to maybe have like a cooler or a refrigeration system in their area, or maybe they don't want to drop 10 or 15 or 20 or $50,000 on a cooler system to implement that into their little store. So as a result, well, with the new rule that comes in a little later this year, they would be losing that ability to accept EBT. Okay, well, what happens then? A lot of EBT card holders, as in food stamp beneficiaries, go to these little stores, little local stores, okay? Obviously, there's the big box stores out there. They'll be totally fine, like a big grocery store, whatever. There's a ton of those out there. Those obviously will be fine. They have plenty of options. They'll be totally fine. But it's all the smaller stores in maybe small towns, or maybe you live in an urban area and the most convenient place is, a block down the street. You just walk there or something. Again, I'm just making up examples. I don't know. But my point being is that these little urban stores that are just kind of on a street corner, a convenience store that doesn't really have the capacity to do that, will be losing their ability to accept SNAP or their EBT. So then as a result, what's going to happen is that later on this year, when the rule is implemented and all of these thousands and thousands and thousands of retailers across the country lose that ability to accept SNAP because they have not complied, then unfortunately, there's going to be beneficiaries all across the country that are receiving SNAP, receiving food stamps with an EBT card. They're going to go to their local store that they've been shopping at for years to pick up a few simple items. You're going to get to your checkout counter and they're going to say, sorry, we don't accept EBT anymore. I'm sorry about that. And you're going to say, WTF, why? Well, they changed the rule on us, and we're just a little convenience store. Sorry, we don't have the money to buy $50,000 worth of a cooling system or a refrigerator or all of this different build-out that they would need to do in order to accommodate for the new rule. Sorry, we don't have a place in our store to carry 3 different types of bell peppers and onions and potatoes and sweet potatoes and tomatoes and lettuce. Again, I'm trying to think of some produce. You know what I'm saying? So my point being is that there's unfortunately going to be a lot of people out there that are going to learn this, unfortunately, the hard way. Whereas maybe going to their local store, the little shop they've been going to for years, and then find out that, oh, we don't accept EBT anymore. Okay, well, the next most convenient store is a mile down